YouTube, BlackMaleASMR. Um, I know some of you would like to see my mouth while I'm recording. I wish I could show y'all, but I get a better sound through this. Anyway, in the future, hopefully I'll have better equipment. I will have better equipment. Okay, right now I'm going to read another bedtime story. This time I'm going to read a horror story. The last one I did was comedy, and I did not expect that because I started laughing. Yeah, I don't want to laugh when I'm trying to make y'all go to sleep. So, here we go. And just like before, I have not read this yet. I just picked one that had a nice title, and I decided to get it, so here it is. Yes. This story is called The Skull Tree. Okay. Hopefully I won't laugh this time. All the children in the Glentown neighborhood knew about the skull tree. It was just one of those things that, hey, kids know about. This is the story of some of those kids. Allie and Ryan Birch lived on Glen Haven Drive, a couple of blocks from their school, Glen Haven Elementary, and the soccer fields. They also had a convenience store nearby that sold really good frozen cola and cherry drinks. On some school nights after soccer practice, they would ride their bikes by the store and buy a frozen drink. Allie liked the cola flavor. Ryan liked cherry. So before it became dark, they would pull in and park their bikes, buy those drinks, and take off for home, pedaling and slurping. But as you probably know by now, all fun things can have a drawback, or say, a downside. Allie and Ryan knew that they couldn't linger too long in getting home, because if the darkness of nightfall set in, the big, beautiful oak tree located between the convenience store and their street, Glen Haven Drive, would drastically change. The tree had a big, round, black hole in it. The hole was about 15 feet up the trunk of the tree. In the daytime, this looked like a hole any normal tree would have. But at night, as all the kids in the neighborhood knew, a big white skull would appear in the black hole. So the kids all dreaded going by this tree at night. So every day, when soccer practice was over, Allie and Ryan would stop by the convenience store, quickly buy their frozen drinks, and pedal and slurp all the way home. One night, Ryan's coach kept him late, and Allie nervously waited for him on the bleachers. Finally, it was time to go home, but it was almost dark. They hopped onto their bikes and began to pedal home. I guess there's no way we can stop for a frozen drink tonight, said Ryan. No way, said Ellie. Let's just get home. But the night came too quickly, and it became dark as they paddled. When they were almost to the tree, Ryan said, Allie, don't look at that tree. So she squinched her eyes shut for a couple of seconds. But as she had to keep her eyes open to ride the bike. And then curiosity got the better of her. She looked up, and there it was, the huge white object in the black hole of the tree. It was the skull. Her legs felt wobbly like jello, and somehow she just barely managed to ride that bike as steady as she could. She didn't stop pedaling hard until she saw her driveway, and Ryan, too, had looked up because he just couldn't help it. And he, too, had been pedaling fast. Woo, he said as he pulled into the driveway with Allie. I'll never stay late after practice again. So they made it home every night after that, long before the darkness set in. But on one particular night, things were different. It Andrew, Allie told him, "You've got enough candy. We'll never make it home before dark if you make us go to every house on every street." Ryan said, "Yeah, she's right, Andrew. We've got enough candy to last 3 months." "Just this last street," said Andrew. "If we do this last street, I'll buy my own record for the most candy collected at Halloween." "Wow, we'll sit there and wait for you," said Ellie. "But now it's getting dark, and we'll have to walk by the skull tree in the pitch black of the night." While Andrew went house to house, up and down the street, Ellie and Ryan crouched down by the curb and sorted through their bags of candy. "This is definitely enough candy for me," Ryan said. "Me too," said Ellie. Finally, Andrew walked back to them. He was finished. Allie and Ryan stood up, and they all began the long walk home in the dark. Darkness began to fall, and pretty soon they all took their masks off because they just couldn't see a thing peering through the little mask eye holes in the dark. And with each step homeward, their bags of candy became heavier and heavier. Ellie could see the skull tree off in the distance, and she told the boys, "When we get sort of close to the tree, let's run as fast as we can until we're way past it." Andrew said, "I'll never make it. This candy is too heavy." "We'll try," said Ryan. "When I say go,